actually let my youngest sibling watch the original as long as I filtered through it, which took me like 2 minutes. I got the video, cut some pieces out, and called it a day. You know what I mean? As long as you cut Angel Dust's dick jokes out, we're good, okay? Honestly, that was all that mattered. I felt not true to the story. I love Husk's new voice actor, Alice. I like it more. The only people that I would really bring back, I'd say, what's his name? Sir Pentious. I want his old voice actor back. He was my original favorite character. I have no other problem with anybody else. And I think the new Charlie feels like, the problem with the show is Charlie. And with that being said, Hazbin Hotel's biggest problem with the pilot was Charlie, and I absolutely hated that because Charlie was the main character, and Charlie made it feel like I was watching a kid's show. No hate to Vivian, I felt like I was watching a kid's show because of the main character. Now, as somebody who's written main characters, who's written mid characters, I've written characters from anything over the sun. I felt dishonest, and it felt like I was not watching an adult show. I felt like I was watching a kid's show up until episode 4. And no hate, I loved it. It was great. Episode 4 was my favorite episode. I mean, I loved Vox up until like a one moment. And so, coming from somebody who has been with you for so many years, I felt weird. So, no hate, keep doing what you're doing, my dude. But, fix Charlie. I don't like her. I miss the old Charlie. And, I'm not trying to be an ass or any of that, but coming from somebody who's written like 50 fucking characters, I felt like I was watching a fucking kid's show. And I've written those things. Okay? I used to work for Minecraft YouTubers. I know how those motherfuckers work, okay? No hate to my old bosses and shit. They're actually the reason I have my new job, which is I work for a translation company. So, yeah. No hate to anybody. I just fucking hated Charlie. I hated Charlie. Charlie sucked. In the old one, she was like really decent, I could feel it. But coming from somebody who has seen both sides of the spectrum, me and Mika sat down together and we watched it. Mika didn't understand what was going on. She's never watched it before. She never watched the original one. She's just like, oh, hey, you're putting it on our full flat screen TV and shit. I'll sit down and watch it with you because we loved Adult Swim. Adult Swim is standing, okay? Like, we loved it, alright? We loved sitting down and hanging out together, but it didn't feel like we were sitting as a family. It felt like I was crunching up and I was sad because, there were like bits and pieces where the comedy was great, but other times it was like, what the fuck is going on? Alright? Like, it was sucking dick 90% of the time. And that's saying something, because like the last 25% of it, it's phenomenal. Good job, Slay. But also, don't make me feel like I can bring a kid in, alright? If I can bring somebody that's like under 13 in and watch that, then slap a fucking kids show on it or some shit. Like, lower the ratings on this shit. Like, it's not shit, it's really great, but I say shit a lot. I'm 23, I can say what I want, honestly. But yeah, so if we feel like you're not doing good, then we're not gonna like it. Like, we're not gonna like it, but we're also gonna like it, okay? By episode 4, you had some character development only in episode 4. It felt like I was watching that one season of My Hero Academia where they're like fighting each other and nothing's happening. Alright? That was pain and suffering, guys. Alright? There's 2 and 3 was just pure fucking pain and suffering. It was annoying as fuck. Like, the only time I felt like I got a giggle was when Nifty came on screen and was like, "Hi guys, I'm cleaning. I've also done some shit that I shouldn't have, but who gives a shit? I'm a little shit, look at me." Okay, like that shit, I'm great. That was great, phenomenal, I love you. But some of that stuff sucked. But that's only on the script wise. The rest was great. The animation improved, definitely. coming from somebody who has a ton of experience in this realm, it didn't hit right. Like, I've worked for Minecraft YouTubers, I'll say it multiple times. I worked specifically on one character at a time. Because when you're working on Minecraft roleplays and all that shit, you work on one character at a time because you're hired by one person at a time. And that's important to learn, because I would be on a one guy basis, and I did mainly write guys. I mainly wrote guys. Sometimes I'd write a girl, but I have a lot more experience with writing guys than I do girls. I've only written 2 girls in my entire career. They were pretty decent people. But a lot of times the Minecraft roleplay community is dominated by men, and so some work on the script would be great. I think that if it was a little better, a little more cutthroat, it would have been less of a kid's show and more Rick and Morty in a sense. And I'm using Rick and Morty as an example because, that's the only one I can really compare it to. I think that was the one that, where she got a lot of her inspiration and shit from. But, yeah, out of all of it, it felt like it needed more work on the script. And if it would have been worked on the script way better, we wouldn't be here. But, anyways, that's all for today. I gotta cut this off because I'm fucking annoying, and I hate myself, so, yeah. Bye!